Ladies, gentlemen, hopefully you guys are enjoying the reactions. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. We're back once again with another True Detective episode. Season 1, episode 6. Things are heating up, and I'm ready to go. Not gonna waste any more time here. Let's just jump into it. See? Yeah.
I'm gonna go make my rounds when I got here.
I didn't know Audrey's dad's a cop.
So?
I didn't mean no disrespect.
Yes, we didn't mean any
I don't even know why y'all in trouble.
16.
She did it.
We got you on statute rape. You know that, right? You know what happens to pretty boys like you who go up to the farm on statute charges.
They probably didn't even know how old she was. I mean, it seems like they knew her, though.
Look at that. Y'all want to step out a bit? Take some air? No, sir.
No, sir. It was like, I'd rather go to
I think
jail.
you're a little angry right now. You telling me how I feel?
I don't understand why.
Two choices.
If two boys doing this to my daughter, and it's not a rape situation. She obviously, she wanted to do it. She was naked. She wasn't being raped. If this was a raped situation, this is YouTube, so it's probably gonna ding my channel by saying that word. But anyways, would I be mad? I don't think I would be. In the case of statutory rape, but like, it's such a fine line, because it said, I think they said they were 19 and 20, right? 19 and 20, they having sex with a 16-year-old. She wanted it. She made a choice. Why should they be punished? You get what I'm saying? Boys want to have sex. She wants to have sex, right? They laid down together. They were in the back of a car, but they were laying down together. If anything, you know what I'm saying? Any boy in that position is like, oh, if we knew that her dad was a cop, we wouldn't have done it. I'm not going to believe that for a second. And maybe, you know, whatever the situation is. They obviously knew her, and she knows them. But she's in this rebellious phase. I don't think I would go out here trying to beat up these two boys. Because it's not their fault why this happened. There's no fault here. 3 people wanted to have sex. Yes, it just so happens that nobody wants a train ran on your daughter. But if you found that shit out, like, say for instance, you found out that there was a train ran on your daughter and she was in college, are you gonna be mad at all the boys that ran the train on your daughter? Or are you gonna be mad at your daughter? Or are you gonna be wondering, like, where did I go wrong in raising my kid?
We do this here with an understanding that not you or any of your river rat boys comes within 100 yards of my daughter. Or file those charges. Got a lot of brothers in Angola who love to owe me a favor. Come on out of here.
What does he do? Take the ass whooping, boys. Just take the ass whooping. At this point, like, you're...
Man's game charges a man's price. Take that away from this, if nothing else. Like, come out here before I get tired, nigga. This man is unhinged, man. Well, he started pulling lost time more, but okay. And for whatever reason, he started working something that I didn't know about. old missing persons.
What you on, man? Nothing there for you.
I'm with the state police department. Well, if you're Terry Guidry, I'd like to talk to you about your boy.
They had a Marine unit out there, spotlight, everything. Nothing. 4 weeks later, wildlife fisheries found his P-roll, all broke up. Said it could have been a gator. We didn't sleep them first 4 weeks. Sonny was missing. Drove his mama crazy. She thought she heard him. Under the water. Calling for him.
Drove her nuts, man. She jumped in there after him?
Why don't you just get out of here? Please. I don't want to get arrested. Just get. Before I do something to you.
If it's wrong, I want it right. That's all I got. We're not going to talk to you personal matters like this without you. You don't want to talk about something, it's okay. No problem. You worried about your ex? It's okay, we are not looking at him. And nobody wants to.
Well, what are you looking for from me?
Perspective, I guess. Something went down 2002. Your ex-husband's partner, Rustin Cohle.
In a former life, I used to exhaust myself navigating crude men who thought they were clever. So ask your questions or I'm leaving.
That's a cop's wife, all right.
We need to know about Rustin Cohle in 2002. Why he took off, what he's done since.
Have you had any contact with Cohle, Mrs. Sawyer, since 2002?
No, I haven't.
But you knew him well enough. I mean, he was your husband's partner.
Russ? Yeah, I knew him. Not as well as other people. Why exactly are you asking about him?
Something bad happened. Maybe Cole's involved. When we look at him, it don't look good.
Something went real wrong with him a long time ago.
I knew Russ to be a good man, so I can't imagine what I can offer. I mean, Russ knew exactly who he was, and there was no talking him out of it. Marty's single big problem was that he never really knew himself, so he never really knew what to want.
Big week.
Has all the makings of a good time.
I think I saw you before, years back.
You get in some trouble?
No, you came around this place I was staying, asking about a girl.
Marty.
Beth.
Is this the girl from the trailer park? Or she was there? Was that her?
We're closed.
I think it's her, the
You
girl
already hit
from
the
the
bottle
trailer
this early
park.
in the day, Reverend.
Oh, damn. He's a drunk now? Not preaching the word no more?
Who are you?
You don't remember me? Mid-'80s. You were still with the Tuttle Ministry then. What do you know about a Tuttle organization was set up to finance rural schools?
It was called Wellspring. And part of the reason there were so many dropouts in the state, a lot of kids had to bus an hour or more.
You know about that school on Pelican Island?
I don't know it specific, but there was one in 1988, accusations of children being interfered with.
I never found anything on that.
It was kept internal, I think. Maybe it was nothing, maybe people was paid. It's got nothing to do with me, mind you. I was going to school in Baton Rouge, gossip around the seminary, but we didn't give credence to rumors.
Why'd you leave?
Bureaucracy, politics.
Don't lie to me. Why'd you leave?
Part of our lay duties was custodial. One night, cleaning the senior minister's library, I knocked over a very old volume. When I picked up the book, this little folder falls out. Little folder of pictures.
Of little boys.
Pictures of children.
Well, it's children.
Naked. Looked like they were sleeping. I took it over to the morals officer, Deacon Farrar.
You didn't do nothing?
No. He seemed angry that I brought it to him. He even intimated that maybe I was confessing to something. I had to prove to him that I wasn't. I left by the time Wellspring shut down.
Can't believe that was you.
I'd run off from a bad situation when we first met.
Well, it was so great how you turned everything around.
Well, you're a big hero in the papers.
They made a bigger deal of that than it was. I ain't been too heroic of late.
You're a good man. Anybody can see that. I saw it the first time I met you. God gave us these flaws. And something I learned, he doesn't see them as flaws. There is nothing wrong with the way he made us. The universe forgives all. You want some bourbon?
Hold on, brother.
What happened in 2002?
You pulled our last case? Charmaine Boudreaux? It was in all the papers. Marshland Medea. You know who Medea was?
Yeah?
They had a lot of static after that, me and him. That was a bad one. I always thought it contributed. Rough state of mind when he walked.
I called Pennsylvania, tried to get homicides on the first 2 kids, but looks like we may only have the one.
Well, it's still life.
Yeah.
Good job.
Marty, type that up for me, will you?
Excuse me? You got somewhere to be? This confession is like 40 pages.
What, you got somewhere to be? Come on, man. You want me to tie your shoes for you, too?
Hey, folks with the attitude, huh? Like my time's less than yours?
Oh, you got things to do, Marty. Need to go home to the family and play with the kids.
Don't get up my ass just 'cause you ain't getting any. You should have held on to your woman. Getting laid was good for you.
Goddamn. You moron. You, these people, this place, it's like you eat your fucking young, and that's all just fine as long as you got something to salute, huh?
Miss Salter asked about it. Iberia called. You've been going around bothering people, trying to open up old cases.
I am working. I have things to do. So type the report, man. That's how we do. I get people to talk. You write the stats. It's worked out well for you so far.
I'm the only one ever took up for you.
Really?
You know what it's like being your partner? Huh? Fuck you.
No, buddy, without me,
You would be in jail.
there's no you.
Exactly.
So type the fucking report, man.
Or you remember that he actually saved your ass after you shot a man in cold blood.
We've had behavioral sin with her. It's regressive catatonia. 7 years now. If she shows any distress, responds in any way negatively.
It's
we're gonna have to ask
what's
you to
her
leave.
name from The Walking Dead?
I was actually one of the men who
She was
found Kelly
weird.
at that place 7 years back.
It's probably just a woman that looks like her. I don't think it's her.
Kelly, you may not remember, but you and I met a long time ago. Do you remember if there were more than 2? Was there anyone else?
The man with the scars was the worst.
What scars?
The giant. You made me watch what he did to Billy.
The scars on the giant, were they on his face?
His face.
What are you doing, Cohle? Riling up people, opening old cases. Iberia Sheriff's talking jurisdictional complaints.
Something's going on, Major. Women, children disappearing.
First I'm hearing about it, boss.
What's what together, Cohle?
Someone, maybe more than one, is killing people, Major. They've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah. You got any bodies? You got something that actually applies to your job as a homicide detective? No, then goes and visits Kelly Reader, sent her to a screaming fit.
Look, either we don't find them or they don't get connected. I don't know which. And I can't decide if it's a cover-up or the garden variety incompetence here. But it has to do with those boys that we got in '95, the door lane killing.
You're building something in your head.
They get no press. The way things in the bayou get no press. It's happening in the same area where that Voodoo shit goes down. And it's happening in the same area where those schools were set up.
The fuck schools you talking about?
Tuition reimbursement programs for rural and Christian schools founded by Billy Lee Tuttle. Back in '95, why was he so fired up to get his ass down here? Comes barging in with his task force. Before we even got started on the case, he took it over. Why? Because he recognized something in it.
What
The
Tuttle
alligators
didn't?
are swimming around us. We don't even
He didn't
know
have
where
any
they
scars
are.
on his face. I mean, he called him a giant. He is pretty tall.
Because we don't see him.
I caught zero logic in all that. And that last bit, pure gibberish.
How about we track all the missing persons within 10 miles of every Walmart, huh? Right along the I-10. Why don't we go after Sam Walmart? I'm fixing to pull you for mental exhaustion, man. You want to stay on? Do not ever, ever say that to anyone in the state again.
Sure. That's some fucking nerve you got, buddy.
You need to take a few steps back, Rush.
No more visiting victims' families. You will stop trying to turn missing persons into homicides, as you do not have any bodies. That's a direct fucking order, you hear me? You do anything else, I'll have you on insubordination, and I will suspend you. Please, take some time. Go on one of them fishing tours or something. All right? Get yourself together.
And a little less than 2 years ago, Tuttle overdosed. Accidentally, supposedly.
You mentioned that already.
A couple weeks before he died, Tuttle's house in Shreveport was broken into. Found out his Baton Rouge one was, too. Wasn't reported.
So?
So your man gets a hard-on for Tuttle. Man's house gets broken into right after Cohle turns back up in the state. What's he been doing since? Here. Drinking? Bartending? Dude with a mind like that, you think that's all he get up to?
Marty, he never went anywhere. He never left. He's been right here doing bad things a long time. Hey, hold up now.
Been in this room a long time, gentlemen. Whatever Russ is, or was, or became, don't call me again. I won't help you.
We're trying to help him, Marty.
Is he going to see him? Why are you washing only one shirt
I'll heat up
and
some.
showering? He cheated again. He cheating again, man. You can't trust his. I thought they weren't together. I don't deserve this woman, dude. I told you, scum of the earth, man. Scum of the earth. That time I thought he wasn't with her, because you know I'm kind of off with the timeline a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because they keep showing them in present and you know like midway. It's a weird timeline.
Still offended by my presence. Huh?
Get it, Maggie. I can't stand this character, bro. She's probably gonna file for divorce.
I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh damn, I guess she went out on the town. So in a situation like this where I said like this, you know, I really and truly when it comes down to Maggie's character, I like her character a lot, but I don't want to see her do something like this. But this is always women's first go-to if they really, really want to hurt a guy that cheat on them or even hurt a guy in general. You know what I'm saying? They know that this is hidden like way below the belt. You know what I'm saying? Like hidden. Let me not use that example.
So you, waiting for someone?
No. Are either of you married?
Got next. Still on the first.
It's difficult to admit defeat. Marty quit drinking. Found religion for a while. I didn't love that. To be honest, I preferred him before. He had a sense of humor then. But we stayed together 7 more years, some of it pretty good.
2002. Cole's bad year, too.
Rust was an intense man, but he had integrity. He was responsible.
Reverend, thanks for taking the time to see me on such short notice.
Of course, Detective, please. What did you want to talk about, son?
The Wellspring program. Mid-'80s through the early '90s. You remember that?
Well, of course I remember.
I'm trying to locate old personnel, faculty, but I'm having a little bit of trouble acquiring names.
Well, the program was shut down officially, maybe 10 years ago. I never had much ground contact with it, but it involved a number of private schools, enterprises, you understand, that would adopt our standard of curriculum and, in return, receive tuition reimbursement for underprivileged students.
You got any files? Any list of faculty?
Well, that's what I'm getting at, is that these were private institutions, so you'd have to track down their administrators, I believe.
That's the thing. See, all the schools dissolved with the program. I'm trying to find some tax info, but there were religious exemptions.
Well, there's our archives, of course. We did lose a lot of files. We had some flooding, subfloors. But, I think I should put you together with one of our clerical workers and see if they can't help you find something.
Thank you. Listen, before you do that, former deacon of yours, Austin Farrar.
That was very, very unfortunate.
Yet he was dismissed.
Evidence had accrued. It became apparent that Austin had implemented certain funds. Well, embezzling is the word. We elected to handle it internally rather than pursuing formal charges.
And then he had his accident.
I'd heard he had taken it hard, drinking. I've seen more souls lost down a bottle than any pit. At the same time, it's hard to trust a man who can't trust himself with a beer, don't you think? But what's this all about now? Wellspring program, Austin Farrar.
Dead women and children.
Terrible. That's terrible.
It is?
How's that? What you're working on?
Who bad your face doesn't say it's terrible.
About it at this point, Reverend.
No surprise at all. It's just that,
I'd like to set
that's
you up
terrible.
with a clerk.
That's terrible.
You can look at whatever information.
That's that
we still have
the
from
I don't
Wellspring.
give a shit face. It's the
Why'd the Wellspring program shut down, Reverend?
It couldn't sustain its costs. The whole idea was to provide an alternative to the kind of secular, globalized education that our public schools were promoting. When we get the school voucher program instituted, we'll reintroduce the idea. People should have a choice in education like anything else. Steve, would you show the detective to our old archives for outside ministries?
Yes, sir.
I'll call ahead.
I'm gonna come back for that. Reverend, thank you for your time today.
This dude knows something,
Give
man.
my thoughts.
You don't have no scars.
You out of your goddamn mind? What'd I tell you? You're fucking unbelievable, boy. You know about this?
Oh my God.
Sure what we're talking about here.
Your partner here, he braced Billy Lee Tuttle.
Oh, braced. You fucking kidding me? It was a friendly conversation.
Hey, dipshit. You don't get to decide what kind of conversation it was.
Why'd you talk to Billy Lee Tuttle?
And you look like you haven't seen your own bed in a couple of days, huh? Yeah? The fuck is wrong with you two?
Well, I can't speak for us, but I got the flu.
I didn't know that was going around.
Look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If he was pissed off after the conversation we had, then I am on to fucking something.
Shut the fuck up. I told you. I fucking told you. And the human tampon here heard me. Badge and gun, Cole. You're suspended. 1 month without pay. Repeated rank insubordination. Misallocation of departmental resources.
Come on.
Leroy, come on, that's over the top.
Don't you fucking Leroy me. I told you both. Cut the shit. It's done. Badge and gun, Cole. Oh, and before your official reinstatement, you have 30 hours mandated departmental counseling.
You fucking serious?
This guy, right? I gotta kick you in the fucking head.
I'm the person least in need of counseling in this entire fucking state.
You ain't acting right, you don't sound right, you're up my ass, and you were warned.
What?
He's doing it again. He's been doing it. I can't live with him.
I guess she didn't end up sleeping with the dude.
What are you doing in here?
I'm off the job.
That's not what I mean.
What do you mean?
You can't live like this.
Is that why you're trying to sweet talk me right now? Because
People give me advice. I reckon they're talking themselves. What are you doing?
Some people, no matter where they look, they see themselves.
oh my God, no. No, Russ, don't fall for the bait, bruh. Run away, run away. Look how much he's trying to restrain himself. Jesus Christ. Not only is she cheating, she's gonna cheat with his partner, bro. Yo, this show is, oh my God. Damn, the cheats. I guess Marty found out about this.
What the fuck are you doing here? Huh?
I'm sorry. I wasn't even sure I could do it. 17 years is a long time. I almost went with a stranger, a bar. He'll have to go, you see, because this, he won't live with.
Fuck out of here.
This will hurt.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, no.
You get the fuck out of here.
She said, I'm sorry, but thank you. Bro.
Do you know what was going on with Cohle around that time?
No. I knew that he got suspended and that he quit after he and Marty had their thing. That's it.
So you're split with Marty. That had nothing to do with Cohle.
No.
Is she gonna tell him? Or is she gonna confront him though? Because women will tell this shit just to hurt. Just to hurt him. I don't care what happens to the guy.
Nice ass, Marty.
No, I
I
cannot.
was maybe always a little too skinny for you.
No, I cannot help it if some crazy bitch
I
sending
slept
me.
with someone. And you know him.
God, she gotta go there too. Oh Lord.
Who?
It was Rust. I fucked your partner, Rust.
What are you saying? What the fuck are you saying to me?
I already told you.
You fucking whore.
You don't know the half of it. To tell you the truth, I haven't been fucked like that since before the girls.
Yo.
Do it! Get your fucking hands off me. Coward.
The least he could do is have some angry sex or something. Oh no. This situation is fucked sideways and everywhere, bruh. It's gonna be a brawl. No, don't bring the gun. Don't bring the gun, bro. Oh, he's leaving his gun. Ah, thank God. Yo, Cohle, shut up like I'm ready, bruh.
It's coming from my files, Marty.
On the asphalt.
Hurry up! Stop them!
Stay down, Marty.
Hey! Back off, guys! Come on! Get him out of here! Hart! Get him the fuck out of here! Fuck you! Calm down, Marty! Go! You better calm your shit right now!
I'm gonna need some fucking detail here, you two.
It's a personal matter between us, boss. Is there anybody pressing charges?
Not me.
You want to say anything, Cohle?
No.
This man right here is the only pal you had. You understand that?
Fuck him. I ain't his pal.
I quit.
You serious?
I send you a letter. Yeah, fuck this. Fuck this world, man. Nice hook, Marty.
You're not gonna go into this, huh? Really? You two fucked each other up pretty good.
No shit.
What about when he quit? Any idea why?
Maybe it was old stuff between them. The way they always rubbed wrong. I never learned what it was about.
Yeah, what was this about? That's why I'm saying the timeline is kind of messed up because they keep kind of. So you gotta. I'm trying to follow the timeline. This is present day, I believe.
Marty?
Rushed.
Long time.
Long time.
Long
Jay, you
time.
here? Thought maybe we should talk.
Crazy, dude. He has a broken taillight. Yo, this show is nutty. All right, man, let's talk about it. Episode 6. This show is absolutely amazing. This season 1, I can understand why people would say that, you know, or why this has been suggested so much on the channel. So let me apologize for taking so long to get to it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Matthew McConaughey is just, he's on another level, man. And this is one of the things that I've always appreciated about his acting over the years. You know what I'm saying? One top 5 actors for me of all times. Top 5. Easily. Matthew McConaughey. Easily. Up there, as I've said before, with the likes of Leonardo DiCaprio, you know what I'm saying, Denzel Washington, Sidney Poitier, you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about men. You know what I'm saying? Talking about men. Top 5 men actors of all times. Mel Streep is definitely my top 5 of all times when it comes down to there's only one woman. It's literally only one woman in my top 5 actors of all times, and that's Meryl Streep. You get what I'm saying? And to be honest, there's no. Is it because they haven't had any opportunities? Talk about black. We're talking about black actresses. Well, I'm going off topic here. I just wanted to talk about, you know what I'm saying, how much I appreciate Matthew McConaughey. I literally, everything that this man is in, I want to see. Like, that's how, when it comes on to, if you're gonna be the GOAT of anything, you gotta make me want to see you. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? So in this episode, let's talk about the episode, man. Episode 6. Jesus, man. Oh, man. This was an episode for the ages. So many different stuff. Marty's still with his antics, going on with all kinds of stuff. Cheating on his wife again because Beth came back. The girl that he talked to, I think it was back in like episode 2 or 3 or something like that, when they went to the ranch, the trailer park with the prostitutes or whatever. And she was the girl that he gave the money and told her to, you know, find something better to do, find something better out of this. And she now come back now as she is older now, sleeping with Marty. Now, I've talked about this in the past, right? I have talked about this in the past plenty of times, even during this show where I talk about this cheating situation and how, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Because I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like I'm better than everybody else or whatever. I just know that in the past, you know, I have turned down advances when I'm with someone else. You know what I'm saying? When I have a woman, I have a woman. There's nobody else. You get what I'm saying? I've never cheated on who I'm with. You get what I'm saying? I've never cheated in any circumstance or instance. And there were chances. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say like 10, 20 women throwing themselves at me or anything like that. You know, I was married for 5 years, and during that time, there were women that was like, oh, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And it wasn't like no status or no power or anything like that position that I was in. Women desire you more when you're taken, which is a weird situation, but it's just how they're wired. They're attracted to that because it's like, oh, somebody saw you and wanted you, so I guess I could probably have you too, or take you from that person. Women are always competing. I've also talked about that, right? So it's like, it's just a weird situation there. It's just a weird situation there. So when I watch an episode like this and I see how it goes down, I can basically track it. And if something happens that out of the purview of what I expect to happen, then I'm going to say, that's unexpected. Didn't expect that to happen. But I could have played that out. I practically knew that she was gonna go home and tell him exactly who she slept with, because women, that's what women do. Vindictive to their core, man. Vindictive to their core, okay? You don't play that, because women are going to do the worst thing that they can think of to do, and it always involves their body, because they know instinctively that men are territorial like that. Like, a man could be out there sleeping with 100 women, right? 100 women, but the woman that they're married to, if she cheats, they going off. And I'm not gonna lie, I understand why this is, because as I said, men are really territorial like that. They might be, and it's not because, oh, you know what I'm saying, the pussy, or you know, it ain't even about it. It's because that's the woman that you're giving your resources. You get what I'm saying? So she means a lot more. That's how, in terms of loving a woman, that's how we show that love. You get what I'm saying? When we're providing for that woman, when we're giving them, you know, giving them our resources, right? So when we feel like a man has invaded that space, we feel betrayed, embarrassed, angry, right? So this is not to say that both of them are not wrong in this situation. I'm just telling you how it is, how men and women think, right? So I actually thought she was gonna sleep with a guy at the bar, but she didn't. She actually went to Martin. I was like, here we go. You know what I'm saying? I kind of knew this was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I kind of knew this was going to happen. I expected it to happen, because they kept asking the question during the show, like, what caused the falling out? What happened between Marty, right, and Russ? Like, what happened? right? And it's been in the back of my head, and I'm saying, I wonder if he slept with Maggie at some point. And then they brought Maggie in for questioning, and I was thinking it, but I didn't say it because I was like, I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong, but it was so obvious right there in front of me. And I was like, wow, the way how they write it too, predictable but not really predictable. You get what I'm saying? The way how they kind of shuffled the scenes in a way where you're not really connecting really what's really going on. And I kind of knew she was going to tell, because women are like that. They do the hurtful thing, and then they tell you what that hurtful thing that they did is, because guess what? In today's day and age, they're not afraid. You know, back in the day, women probably wouldn't have done that, but today, in 2000s, women are bold, man, because they know most men are not going to hurt him. See, you get what I'm saying? And you see it happen in the scene as well, where he went to, get up, because he's angry or whatever. And he put his arms around her neck. And she's like, go ahead, do it. Do it. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Women will egg you on like that, man. And then when they get laid out, they're wondering why they were laid out. It's so weird how this world is today, man. And she, you know what I'm saying, when he didn't do it, he called him a coward. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, but here we go. The fighting is on, and now, seems like they're in contact again. Seems like they're gonna have a beer. I don't know what they're gonna be talking about, but I'm looking forward to it. This was a great episode, man. Of course, they do suspect them. So it's a situation where they're trying to figure out what's really going on. While he was doing all of this investigating, trying to find out what's really going on, and they're worried about him bothering these old victims and all of this other stuff, because I think there's something fishy going on. There's something fishy going on, man. It seems like there's some politics behind this. That is, I don't know why they're protecting a serial killer, for that matter, which is another thing that's weird, unless the actual person that's doing it, maybe Tuttle is the Yellow King. You know what I'm saying? Like, and why is he being called Yellow King? Says he got scars on his face. So anybody that shows up with scars on their face, now I'm gonna think they the killer. You know what I'm saying? So, Rust is onto something. They suspended him because he kept bothering them. He went to the church to talk to this dude, and I don't trust that dude. That dude, it seems everything that Russ is trying to dig up, and then the results of it just kind of points that he is onto something, and they're trying to squash it as much as possible. So I don't know how that gonna go, but I am done with this review. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Can't wait to watch these last 2 episodes of the season, man. It's gonna be great. Thank you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will catch you guys for the next episode, man. Let's go. I'm loving this show. See you guys next time.